Hey, what is going on, everybody? Of course, you know who I am. I'm just your little old TommyGunnzlaw, baby. Hey, how's everybody doing? Of course, this is TommyGunnzlaw, and on today's show, we are going to talk about Shannon Sharpe. So I like to talk about other things than just supplements all the time. Want to talk about things you may care about and things that I definitely do care about. It makes everything more real when I talk about things that I am passionate about. Even though I am passionate about supplements, bodybuilding, fitness, and helping people, I also want to talk about things that are in the news and things you might care about. So today's show will be about Shannon Sharpe and his departure from Undisputed, which many people know by now if you follow that kind of sports format. Of course, most people do know who Shannon Sharpe is. For the people that don't know, he did play in the NFL, won 3 Super Bowls, and is a Hall of Famer. He's always been a huge figure, a lot of energy, even when he played football. And he brought a lot of that to some of the not morning shows, but some of the football pregame shows that he was on for a while. But for the past 7 years, he was on Undisputed with Skip Bayless. I'm not going to really get into all the people saying the drama between him and Skip. They both had their faults, and they had their problems where they went at it a couple times, but I think they're cool. Everything's fine. I think Shannon left for better pastures, maybe. Waking up at 2 in the morning all the time to do a show and to fight with Skip for 7 years. It's hard to do anything for 7 years. A job, marriage, you name it. 7 years is a long time. So we can talk about maybe he left because he felt like the show ran its course, which I doubt it. He was making pretty good money to be on the show. He could leave the show because of the drama between him and Skip, allegedly, which I don't think that's why he left either. Or just the drama and different things was going on. Maybe Fox was done with him and they agreed on a buyout because he just had his house broken into. Maybe he was wanting to leave LA to move back to Atlanta, which I don't think that's gonna be it either. And of course he has Club Shay Shay, which is huge. I mean, everybody loves that. It seems like that was getting bigger than Undisputed itself. And he just had different drama. Of course, the incidents where he got on the court and almost got to a fight. And there was other things that he's had with other NBA players and former NBA players that maybe caused a rift and he needed a break. I don't know. But it seems like he left for a better opportunity. So is it kind of ironic now that Pat McAfee left Fanduel for ESPN? And I don't blame Pat. I mean, he's got a kid now. He's got a life and outside of that, and he probably needed more security that came with being at ESPN. I know he's getting a lot of hate, but I don't know. He said nothing's going to change. It's still going to be the same. We shall see. A lot of people go to ESPN and things change with a big corporate situation like that. Or if you start getting backlash, employees start getting upset, and then, of course, here we go. But anyways, Pat McAfee leaves. He was making pretty good money for Fanduel. Then all of a sudden, after that breaks, Shannon Sharpe all of a sudden wants out of his contract with FS1, and they come up with a buyout. I just think with Shannon Sharpe becoming so big and so likable, and I know he gets his own hate and people can't stand him. I like him, but with his success of Club Shay and his presence on TV, I think FanDuel reached out to him because Pat McAfee left. FanDuel needed somebody. Why not be Shannon Sharpe? A big figure, big attitude, lots of energy, starting to do big things, starting to outgrow Skip and Undisputed. So I think they reached out to him. And actually the story is broke by Michael McCarthy from Front Office Sports that actually says that Shannon Sharpe and FanDuel are in talks for his own show. Shannon Sharpe TV, I don't know. We shall see, but I just think it's a better opportunity. Now Shannon can do his cognac, smoke, cigars, do whatever he wants, complete control. Because Pat McAfee, He cussed up a storm. They're smoking cigars on the show, basically doing whatever they want because it is a more of an independent situation. So, I mean, Shannon Sharpe's almost free to do whatever he wants. And I think that would be better for Shannon Sharpe because he had a lot of views when it came to race and different things. And you could tell a lot of who he was held back by Fox. So I think this Fanduel just opens up pretty much where he can do whatever he wants. So I definitely think it's just a better opportunity for him. And it seems like it's in the works, people. So if you love Shannon Sharpe and you want to follow him and you're wondering where he's going, it looks like it could be Fanduel. So, and of course, he tweeted recently that he would be coming back on the morning sometime soon. So this might be it. We shall see. And I know Jenny Taft commented on that same post about breakfast or lunch, so a lot of people have speculated with that. Maybe she would be part of the show, but she has a pretty good gig with Fox with college sport or college football. I don't think she'll leave that. However, you never know if the money's good. She's a huge fan of Shannon, so we shall see. Maybe she goes too. And then as far as Skip, I don't know. I like Skip a lot. I don't know if he's kind of ran its course. They've talked about a couple different people with him. I mean, there's talk of Nick Wright, LaShawn McCoy, a couple others. They all seem like they're pretty happy on the show that they're on. I've even heard Joy Taylor, which would be okay, even though she's easily triggered. And not only is she triggered, she shows it, and then she takes that on to social media. So I don't know if she would quite fit, but it might. I mean, she was the moderator on Undisputed for a while. A lot of people were hoping maybe Skip and Stephen A. Smith somehow get together because ESPN's a wreck. They're having all these layoffs again. Max Kettleman looks like he's out. And they just keep laying people off. So I don't know who they're going to pick for Skip. The show hasn't been on since Shannon left. It's just weird that it's like Shannon, they didn't even get him to ride out till they found a replacement, or even to that Friday. The NBA finals were over, I think, on a Tuesday, and it was a wrap. He was out, or it might have been a Monday. I can't remember, and he was gone. Not only that, at the start of the show, he does the show, and it's like, oh, maybe he's not going anywhere. And then right at the end, Skip tweets Shannon saying goodbyes, and he said his goodbyes, and it was a wrap. So I think he has bigger things in the making. I'm glad him and Fox could come up to an agreement so he could get out, and hopefully huge things are on the way for him. Wanted to just talk about that just in case you were wondering where Shannon might go. It looks like it is Fanduel, but we shall see. You never know. Tommy Guns, and I'm out, baby.